Hey, you guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. So today we're going to talk about probably one of my favorite topics / times of year ever, Christmas. Don't you love Christmas? I mean, there's just something about it. You don't get this kind of spirit with Thanksgiving. You don't get it on Valentine's Day, Halloween, no other time of the year. Is life just that festive? Does life just smell that good? Christmas is just my favorite, but it can be very, very easy to spend a ton of money over the season, and then you pack on inflation with it, and life gets expensive. And I think people just feel the pressure during this time of year to buy gifts, to go to events, and to have new outfits, and it's like every little thing that you have to do, and then you look back year after year and things just are getting more and more expensive. So Americans spend on average about $997 on gifts and other items during the Christmas season. Yeah, almost $1,000. And total holiday sales in the US in 21 alone added up to $886 billion. And also last year, 36% of consumers went into debt for Christmas expenses, and almost 40% used buy now, pay later programs to do their shopping. So I want to talk through how do you make Christmas minimal? How do you have a minimal Christmas? And it doesn't mean that you can't buy gifts or decorate your home to feel festive and cozy and to have fun. No. It just means cutting back on things that are not necessary for you and your family, and stuff that you probably don't even want to do in the first place, but you feel pressured to because of friends, family, or just the culture. And it's getting rid of the things, again, that drain your money and distract you from actually enjoying the Christmas season. So here are my tips for having a minimal Christmas. All right, first and foremost, create a budget and stick to it. So much of overspending when it comes to Christmas is you're in the moment, you're in the spirit, and you're like, oh yeah, yes. Listen, honestly, do a Christmas budget. You want to do something really weird? List out all the people you want to buy gifts for and put dollar amounts next to all their names and say, here's the amount of money I'm going to spend on each of these people. And stick to that, you guys. I mean, honestly, it helps so much to stay in control of your money. And then also cash out some of your Christmas budget and say, okay, here's my money for gifts, and this is it. And once the money's out, it's out. So you can actually see it, tangibly hold it when you're spending it. Those kind of things really help you stay within budget and will create a kind of a minimal Christmas, because a lot of people go way over budget and way over what they intend to spend and ends up maxing everything out. Next, this kind of hurts my heart a little, but it's just true. Say no to the matching Christmas clothes and PJs. Okay, I knocked this. I said no. About 2 years ago, I was like, I'm done. Because one year when Charles was born, I was like, oh, we need matching pajamas. And I waited till last minute, and everything was basically sold out, and things that weren't were so expensive. They knew the dramatic, needy moms like me that were like, oh my gosh, I have to get it. I was gonna buy it. I was gonna spend too much money, and I did. And so I just thought, you know what? I'm not doing it. They can have some cute Christmas pajamas. I'm not against that, but feeling like everything has to match and all this, no. But I also will confess that my mother-in-law gets matching pajamas for all the grandkids. So I know it's eventually coming for us, which is very, very nice. So I will asterisk that situation, but it's not worth running around with your hair on fire just to get matching pajamas. Also, I would say yes to the Christmas parties if you want to go and enjoy with friends, but say no to the pricey hostess gifts. So some people feel like they have to go and bring this elaborate gift for the hostess, and it is still very kind to bring something. But you can do this and get really creative with it. You know, you could DIY a gift. You can even offer to bring part of the meal, maybe just a bottle of wine or a salad or an appetizer. And if you want to make something, this is actually a really great option, not just for hostess gifts, but other people as well. So baked goods, creating your own loose leaf tea or hot cocoa kits, super cute. Candles, Christmas scented soap and lotion. A cocktail kit with a recipe card, and you can make a fun flavored simple syrup, get a little bottle liquor and a little garnish and just put it together, and it's super cute. You can make your own little cocktail. Homemade ornaments. And again, these are just a few, but this is a really great option. Just make sure that you're not spending so much money on all the supplies for the DIY gift that it defeats the purpose, because DIY can be expensive. So just be aware. Okay, I want to take a quick break so I can tell you about our sponsor. Are you a busy parent focused on family and faith? Well, what about finances? Now, times are tough, but there's a budget-friendly biblical solution to rising healthcare costs. It's through Christian Healthcare Ministries. They're caring, cost-effective, and Christian. So to learn more, go to chministries.org/Rachel. Next, get minimal when it comes to wrapping your gifts and wrapping paper. So you can find really creative ways with things like craft paper, and you can even check out a video I did last year on cheap gift wrapping, so I'll put the link in the description. Also, educate your kids on giving back. So the Christmas season isn't all just about getting gifts, right? This is the season of giving. So I would really, really challenge you guys, volunteer somewhere with your family. Give your kids a certain amount of money and do an angel tree. Like, do something where they're giving back to others. Also, you can try the 4-gift rule. So this is something to wear, something to read, something you need, and something you want. And I love this because, again, it makes it minimal. And you can say, okay, we have our categories. The kids even know ahead of time, maybe, that this is what you're doing, so they're not shocked. But it's just kind of a fun way to do it. So I would also say, if it's you and your spouse, this sounds very not romantic, but you can just cut out gifts completely. Yeah, Winston and I did this a few years ago. We just said, we're not going to buy each other gifts. We're not big gift people anyways. And so we've kind of just relieved the pressure of that. So majority of anniversaries, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all the big gift giving things, we're just like, no, we'll go out to a nice dinner or like do an experience or something together. But we've kind of taken the pressure off. And let's be honest, even though you share money when you're married, it's still saving you money. Also, I would recommend, instead of just buying a ton of Christmas candles, because we all love the smell of Christmas, look up how to do homemade aromatherapy to make your house smell really amazing. So even things like cinnamon sticks and an orange peel, and like boil some water on the stove, for real, can make like the most beautiful aroma through your house. And it's so cheap. It's so cheap. And actually, that would be a great DIY gift as well, like putting all that together for a gift for someone. Brilliant. Also, I would say, fun activities can cost a lot of money. So what are the free things you can do? Like drive around, look at Christmas lights. My kids love this. Get your minivan or your car, your SUV, get all your kids in there, get some hot chocolate, get some big blankets, put on Christmas music, and just drive through the neighborhoods and look at all the fun Christmas lights. So that's an easy one. That's one we did, even back in the 80s, and it is still cool today. So I just want you to remember that you don't have to go to every single event either when it comes to Christmas. So if you're invited to all these different parties, or all these different Secret Santas, or all these meat Santa, milk and cookies, all this stuff, you can say no, especially if you're trying to get out of debt or you're trying to free up your time. Already, as we're filming this, there's been 3 like, Santa's coming, bring your kids. And I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I used to try to do the mall Santa. I used to do this Santa and that Santa. And I'm like, I can't. Too much. So I'm going to give you permission. Just say no. Don't feel like you have to do it all. You're going to be okay, and your kids are going to be okay. So that's just a few tips when it comes to having a minimal Christmas. And again, I just want to relieve you from the expectation that either friends are putting on you, family's putting on you, culture's putting on you, and do what you want to do. There is freedom in that. There's freedom in saying no. That, again, saves you time. It saves you money. And just know you can actually enjoy the Christmas season by not spending a bunch of money, and especially on stuff that you don't want. So give you that permission to have Christmas cheer and save some money. So if you have any tips on how you and your family save money during the holidays, I want to know. So drop them in the comments and share this video with a friend or two who loves Christmas. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening and watching, because this is so important. Again, we can get sucked in very easily to the Christmas spirit, and it can leave us broke. So we have to be careful, because remember, it's all about taking control of your money and creating a life you love.